first got to school, when I got to America, people were asking me, like, how did I get to America? I'm like, what you mean?
Really? Crazy.
We got airport, we have everything.
Yeah.
They're not educated about what Africa really is. So I left home for like almost a year without no money, nothing.
Okay, when you started?
Yeah, because they wanted me to go to school. I said,
yeah.
So I was like, bro, I was living in my guy's house. That he had like a 1-bedroom apartment, and my guy's asking me like, why you stay here? Like, why you here suffering with us? Like, I'll switch with you right now. Like, boy, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, bro, I want to do music. This is what I want to do. I used to go to studios, and I'll just be there, like, and they just be talking about like how they want to go to America, how they want all this, and I'm looking there like, if only they knew, like, I go to America every 2 months. But I like when I went to like in Congo, they have like good fish.
Yeah, fish. Yeah, that's our specialty. Yeah.
We did plantain and pepper.
Exactly.
Y'all can mess with Caribbean food.
What's up? Oh,
Use it.
me, I like Caribbean food. Whoa. I love Caribbean. I think it's 60-40 Caribbean food to African food for me.
Yeah.
I heard that Nigeria is dangerous.
No, everywhere. The Congo dangerous.
It's dangerous
What are you talking about? Benin dangerous. Everywhere dangerous. Paris dangerous. Everywhere is dangerous.
Yeah, Paris is dangerous.
You
too.
go somewhere in Atlanta, you get shot. This is dangerous.
Yeah.
The world is dangerous.
Yeah.
It's God.
Yeah.
God is saving us every day.
If we want to travel for the first time to Lagos, Nigeria in general, where should we go together?
Because we want
First
to
of
go.
all, you come to my house.
Oh, that's great.
All right. He said it. He said it.
We're very happy today to have our first international icon.
Hey.
Your
the
first one.
house.
Yeah.
Wow.
International one, yeah.
Clap. That's good, man. I'm honored to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
Everybody looking fresh and chilled. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, thank you. It's such a pleasure to have you, man. We already did like 2 interviews together.
Okay, wow.
And you don't know, in Dakar, Senegal,
Okay. Oh,
in
wow,
2018.
wow. Yeah, 2018.
Exactly.
I went to Senegal I did a little African tour.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
I think I did do Dakar. So yeah, it's possible. I think in the hotel.
Yeah, the hotel,
At
exactly.
the
Pullman.
yeah,
we
yeah.
see each other. You was there. It was
Wow.
pretty cool, man.
Nice.
And the second one was for the BET Pop Awards
BET,
in
yeah.
2013.
Are you from Senegal?
No, from Congo, but we
you
based here.
From
yeah.
I'm Caribbean, Guadeloupe and Martinique.
Oh, Guadeloupe,
Yeah.
Martinique.
Mali and Senegal.
Mali.
So yeah, and it was for the unavailable hit. It was you just dropped the song. It was going like big.
Crazy.
It's going crazy, and we did like the dance together on the red carpet. It was pretty fun.
Crazy.
So yeah, today we want to talk more about you from the beginning to now, for French people to know more about your career, where you're from, your past. So you born in Haiti, right?
Yeah, I was born in Atlanta.
Okay.
But I grew up most of my life in Lagos.
Mm-hmm.
But people, once you're born in Atlanta, you're American. You get nationality. But I grew up most of my life, in Lagos. Lagos is where I decided I wanted to do music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I got a little bit older, then I moved to the States.
All right.
Yeah, I moved to America like when I was like 14,
Okay.
15.
So you spent most of your life when you were like a child in Nigeria.
Yeah, Nigeria.
All right.
Yes. Lagos.
We gotta go there.
You have to
We
come,
gotta go
man. I
there,
invite
yeah.
you guys, man.
Yeah.
I did my DNA test and I got like maybe 60% Nigerian.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I gotta
The
go.
part-
You guys have to come down. I do a festival like every year. So we're
all
gonna
right.
do one this year for sure. So you guys have to come down.
Oh, thank you.
For
What's
sure.
the name of the festival?
We haven't decided. It's normally Davido live in concert,
Okay.
but we might switch it up this year.
Okay.
Maybe it's something else.
And how was it to grow up in the United States during the 2000s? Because now it's very different, right?
Yeah. Yeah, when I was like, I got to 15. Yeah, it was way, way, way different. First of all, like even the idea of being African was like they didn't understand.
Yeah.
You know, it's a different time of being African now, where everybody's proud to come out and say, "Oh, I'm from Africa," and you know that back in the days, like when you say I'm from Africa, they look at you funny. You know what I'm saying? I went to school. In my school, when I first got to school, when I got to America, at 15 years old, people were asking me, like, how did I get to America? I'm like, what you mean?
Really? Crazy.
We got airport. We have everything.
Yeah.
We have everything you guys have here. We have there. You know what I'm saying? So it just made me realize that, you know what I'm saying, they're not educated about what Africa really is. You know, it's not like now you have Instagram, you have TikTok, you know, you have Twitter, X, you know, so you can connect. But back in the day, you know what I'm saying, they don't educate you in America that, oh, Africa is developed and stuff like that. So when I got there to America, one of my main objectives was to let everybody know that Africa is lit. Like we have everything. Like I look at how I dress. Like then I was dressing how they were dressing. I was like, this is the same way like people back home dress and stuff like that. So it was always good for me to also, even before I started music, I was always telling people about Africa and how beautiful the place is and stuff. So, you know, from there, you know what I'm saying, we just fell into...
Yeah.
I know it's going to sound crazy. Let me know what you think about it, but I feel like there is before and after Black Panther in America.
Yeah.
I mean, because I always go there and shit, and I'm from France, so I know about African, you know, about all French black people are from Africa, you know, most of them. And when they dropped the movie,
crazy.
I felt like
a new era for African people.
It was a new era for
Start to be
Africa in
cool.
America.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
But you have to understand, like, they could have done that years ago.
Yeah.
But because the culture is now respected, they're like, yo, let's put out a movie.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We're going to make money. People love Africa now. So, you know what I'm saying? They could have done that 20 years ago.
Yeah, for
if
sure.
they wanted, you know what I'm saying? But it's beautiful to see. You know, apart from the movie, they did a soundtrack.
Yep.
They put African artists on it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
right.
that's always very, very, you know, nice to see. Like, and, you know, you have like white kids wearing Black Panther.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was very, very cool.
And what makes African popular for you? That was the songs. It was what part of African culture make it popular in the US?
What like
Because like I feel like when you start make music and being popular, because you are one of the first to make African culture popular in the US.
Yes.
But what makes the shift really? Because I feel like Black Panther was like one of the biggest things, but before it was.
But the main shift is the music, man.
Yeah.
The main shift was the music, I'd say, you know, definitely, because like, man, Afrobeat took the whole, like, they didn't understand the sound, but like, they don't know what we're saying, but like, they're bopping to it, like, yo, what's this? And like, so after I, you know, stayed in, like, from 15, I stayed like, so like from 14, 15, 16, I left. So I went back to Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? I told my parents, told my family that, I want to leave America, I want to stay in Nigeria. Because then I had a cousin that used to, you know, do music.
All right.
So one day he just took me to the studio with him. And I went to the studio with him. I'm young, so I'm looking at him record and make music. And I'm like, yo, this is cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was my first time ever. Like, then from there, he like stopped kind of going to the studio, but I kept on going because I got the contacts of the guys there, and I, you know, learned how to, you know, record, and, you know, then I found out like, oh, I'm kind of good, like, you know, with the melodies, you know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you have a gift, but sometimes it takes people or a situation to bring it out of you, or God, or, you know, or an incident. So for me, like, I just kept on going and going, and the music just kept on, you know, coming out of me, and I ended up knowing more than the producer that I used to go and learn from. After like 2 months, I was making beats, like recording myself, but then I had to go to school because my family is very big on education. Like, I'm the last kid of five 5 children. And all my siblings graduated, went to school, did the normal thing. And then for me to want to do, something different, it was difficult at first, with my family, back and forth. Yeah. It was a lot, you know what I'm saying? But finally.
And what kind of education did your parents
like business management? Just business or like marketing or anything business.
No, I'm talking about the education your parents gave to you.
No, they want me to go to they want me to finish school, education. Like they're big on education. Like you have to finish school. You must go to primary, secondary, and university.
And you start to get big in Nigeria before getting big in the US, right?
Yes, way before. Like I dropped my first song that got big in Africa.
In 2011, maybe?
2011. I was 17.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I remember.
Bro, I was 17. Now that I think about it, I'm like, I was 17, bro. I had my own house. I had cars. Like, I was young. But now that I understand, I'm like, that's why my family were very worried because I was so young with so much power. And I was just crazy, bro. Like, I'm like, because I moved from, I remember when I was leaving America, I'm telling my friends in school, I said, man, I'm going to Africa. I'm going to blow up. I'm going to be the biggest thing. And they're looking at me crazy like, bro, you're going to leave school? I'm like, bro, like, I don't even know why I believed. I just had faith. Like, I just took my stuff. So, yes, I was, so I did that. Dropped my first song, 17. So, like, I'm set for like 5-6 years. I'm in Africa. I went to Congo, Senegal. I did all of that. Like, it was huge. Like, and what the Western world don't understand, like in America and even before Afrobeats became global, us African artists, we were comfortable being in Africa. I was going to Gabon and going to Senegal. I was getting $200,000 a show at what, 21, 22, 23. You know how it is. You go, then you go to a rich man's house. They give you money. After dinner, they give you money. You know how it is, man. You know how Africa, the hospitality. So like we were comfortable already being African artists.
Africans, yes.
Sometimes we come out, do show in America, once in a while, go do a tour. You know what I'm saying? But over time, and then the music started to get bigger. Like when I did like If Fall, then those songs like blew up. I remember like, and I'm back home and the label, because I was signed, but I was always gonna just always be home. I only traveled if I have to. So the label called me like, oh, we need you in America because we need you to come do some press, some media. I'm like, why? They're like, the song Fall, If Fall is going crazy in New York. I'm like, what? Get on the plane. Psh. I get to New York. And then as soon as I get in the car, the radio, like from the airport to the hotel, they played it like 3 times.
Crazy.
Wow.
Me and my boy we looking. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, right now.
We looking like, yeah, it's about to happen then. So like that whole experience, they had me on like a media tour, and it was crazy because I'm a rock star back in Africa, but I'm coming to America now, and I have to start again. You know what I'm saying? You're going to interviews, they're asking you questions like, oh, what mean? You know what I'm saying? Like,
how does it feel to start it again?
So then, to me, I was like. No, but to me, because I grew up in America, so it was always a dream for me to be big in America. Apart from, and at that time, I felt like I'd done it all in Africa. There was nothing left for me to do. So, and then my song is huge on the radio. And then like, I got a house in America, bought a house in Atlanta, stayed here, and I did a tour. I started doing touring. And then before you know it, American artists started hitting me up. Before you know it, I locked in with Chris Brown, and then boom.
Start to be like a regular guest on your album, right?
What's your connection with him? Like,
that's my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you meet some people in life that, you know what I'm saying, will come into your life and just change things. Like from the day we met, we just connected. Like we just became good friends. Apart from music, even with me, I like to make music with people that, we have a relationship.
A connection, yes.
A connection, because I feel like music is very spiritual. Like if we're just doing it because because you're big, I'm big, let's just do it.
And you can feel it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've made music with people where it's like the music is big, but like there's no connection with me and the artist.
Yeah.
So we don't end up doing songs again. But look at me and Chris Brown. We have like 7 songs.
7 songs together.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's some people I always like collaborating with. Definitely Kiss Daniel, Zlatan. The list is long.
Yeah.
But
and 50. When did you gonna collab together? Because
man,
you did like
50 Cent?
you did a tour with him,
No,
right?
we're going on tour.
We're going.
Me and him is going on tour
Yeah.
in June. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know the crazy stuff is that when I was a kid.
Yeah, you met him, right?
No, when I was a kid, I loved
50.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
A massacre.
Massacre.
Curtis.
Before I self-destruct, I had the video game, I had the shoes,
The movie.
sneakers, I had the movie, everything. So when I was a kid, I told this story. I think I said this before. We were in Vegas. My brother's birthday or something, and I see him in like the lobby.
Yeah.
And I saw the other G Unit people. I took pictures with them. You know, then there was no I didn't have a phone, so it was like a camera,
Kodak one.
like whatever that was. It was like a digital camera, but I don't know where it is now.
Back then, yeah.
So I took a picture with like Young Buck, Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo.
Yeah, the World G Unit.
Yeah. And then I'm like, yo, I'm about to walk up to the boss, man. And I walk up to him like, yo, can I get a picture? He's looking at me like, no, and just walked off. And I was like, crazy.
For real?
And then I'm like 8, I'm like, what, 10 years, 10, no. Yeah. I'm like 11 years old or something. And then I seen him years later.
Yeah. You told him about it?
No, I didn't. We were talking, but I was just looking at him like. I'm looking at him like only if you knew like how much I'm a big Crazy fan.
Yeah.
And then he brought me out on stage in 2019 in Madison Square Garden in New York. When Fall was huge, he brought me on stage. That was like a full circle moment for me. Yeah. And then like this year, it took me, let's go on tour. I'm like, let's go.
Crazy.
So me and 50 going on tour, man.
Let's go, bro.
Since you were a big fan of rap, why didn't you try to do rap?
No, when I started, like in high school, I was in a rap group. Like, me
oh,
and
really?
My friend. Yeah.
What was the name of the group?
It was called Iceberg or something like
Iceberg
that.
song, okay.
No, I don't have videos, but I have. Do you know what? The other day, you see, you know, then we used to upload songs on like Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
So the Facebook I had when I was like coming up, since that I kept, somebody hacked that shit like 10 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you don't have anything left?
Even I've seen like one picture on Twitter with one of the guys, you know, so I still know like some of them, but like I was the one doing all the recording and all the finding the studios, so we never...
What type of music you used to do? Like crunk music? Like all the ETL artists?
I used to do everything, like R&B.
Oh, okay.
We used to do rap, we used to do trap, we used to do everything.
Oh,
I didn't start doing like Nigerian type music till I was like 15.
Okay. But what is exactly Afrobeats, right? Because this is a lot of genre that is mixing, right?
You know, Afrobeat is, it's Fela.
Oh yeah, Fela Kuti.
Fela Kuti.
Afrobeat. This is
Fela Kuti is the originator of Afrobeat, which is his type of sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like you could have compa, is a type of sound. So that's Fela. That's his sound.
Yeah.
So when African music, Afrobeat should be called African music.
Oh, yeah,
I like
of course,
Afrobeat's cool. It's a nice thing. So when African music became global, you know what I'm saying? You know how the media is. They need to put it under an umbrella.
Oh yeah.
So they called it. I think it started from like the UK.
Yeah.
When the band had like the Oliver Twist. So when they had that one, I think they put Afrobeats as like a headline or something like that, and then like from there
start to be
I
the
think
name.
we just and it's working. So I'm not complaining.
Because even if you in your new album you have like a lot of amapiano music, and you drop like an EP at the beginning of the year. Be still there, I think. Sorry,
a song.
Yeah. Okay, I thought it was like an EP.
No.
Okay.
No, not EP.
But like
it's
3 songs. Yes.
So I dropped 3 songs, single.
Yep.
Funds, I would care, and Be There Still. Be There Still is
it's a song too,
but it's co-produced by DJ Mafarisa, who's like one of the top guys. One of the top guys that made Amapiano what it is today.
Oh, okay. You say compa? That's what you say. You woke up my Caribbean side. What you know about compa, bro?
No. I'll just give you an example. But I listen to all kinds of music because I go to the Caribbean. I go to everywhere in the world. So anytime I touch down somewhere, I always like to listen to the music. I've been to Haiti twice.
Oh, for real? How was it?
Oh, it was crazy. It was then. It was it was really calm. We had a show there. It was a really amazing time. I performed everywhere, like all over the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I really, really connect with that side as well.
Yeah. You were just singing a French song. Da 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 is Joyeux votre filet. Just before you were singing.
Oh, was I singing that? Or maybe
yeah.
No, I don't know.
And you collab with Chancea too, right?
Yes,
How was the collab? Because she's a little bit reckless on music, and you did like more music for family-friendly type of music.
Yes.
How was it to connect with her?
I sing about girls too, though.
Yeah, of course, but, love. That's your main.
But
thing.
I sing about love. But she's on the album. Shout out to her. Yeah. Like I was just telling you about my Caribbean side. I love the Caribbean. Me and my wife, we go to the Caribbean every year.
Wow,
with the family. We've been doing that for the last 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
Now, so every year we pick a island to go. We went to St. Kitts for 2 years.
Oh, for real?
We did St. Kitts for 2 years. Last year we went to Bahamas. I think this year, what is it, Anguilla?
Oh, okay.
So every year, we do Caribbean. So, I definitely mess with the sound. I've done big songs with Popcorn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I have songs with Dexter Daps. The list goes on. Chancea, I always wanted to work with her. She's an amazing artist. I love her energy. She wakes up the room. When I was recording the album, I definitely wanted to touch my Caribbean side because I was around that a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I hit up. We had like 2 songs we recorded already. You know what I'm saying? But this is the one, that we did for this album. It's featured another guy called 450.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing artist as well, from Jamaica as well. So
dope.
We're planning the video right now. So
you gotta go to Guadeloupe and Martinique.
I need to go, man. I have friends from there too.
The best carnival in Guadeloupe, Martinique.
Is it?
That's where I'm from, so I gotta say,
the best.
I gotta rap, bro.
What type of music they do there?
In Guadeloupe and Martinique, we do zouk.
Zouk.
We do like chata. It's a new sound. It's like a
really
dancehall style,
Yeah.
And bouillon. It's like
you have to put me on some stuff.
I can play
really
you some
big,
stuff after the interview.
Yeah,
it's blowing up in France now. The sound, this kind of sound is blowing up in France. So,
It's the biggest sound, right now.
Yeah, right now.
What's it called again?
It's like chata or bouillon.
Bouillon.
Yeah, bouillon. It's like soca,
Okay. I love soca.
Yeah.
I just went to I just left Trinidad. I was in Trinidad. For the carnival. Craziest experience.
Okay. Dope.
Oh. And your album is named 5. You have the fifth
album, man.
5th album. You are the youngest of
5 children.
Of 5 children.
I like that.
So the 5 is like a number very important in your life.
Funny enough, when we first thought of the name, I wasn't even thinking deep. My brother was just like, just call it 5. I was like, okay. and then,
okay.
Then we sat and we thought about it. They were like, the number is actually making sense. Like everywhere I was going, I was saying 5, 5, 5. And then I, researched on the number, what it means, hope, change, growth.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I'm excited about it too.
That's crazy because
crazy album, man. Victoria Monet, Chris Brown.
Album,
Chancea 450, Omale.
Love the song.
YG Marley, Taik and Daiju on one song.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Tell us more about the collab with Taiki and Daiju. That's our big guys here,
yeah,
right?
man. Shout out. Those are my brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We always link up. We have a friend from Cotonou, Benin. His father's the president, Lionel. So we always go there and have fun. Like we're all friends even before the music. I've collaborated with Daiju in the past. You know what I'm saying? Collaborated with Taik too. You know what I'm saying? So when I was doing this song, I was like, with this album, I was like, yo, I have to have both of them on the song. So we actually recorded it separately.
Yeah.
But then I see them every time performing together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, come on. Put the boy on, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, amazing record produced by Wanda Banton. Excited about it. Yeah, it's produced by him. He's Nigerian. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a big record. It's gonna be a big record.
So you speak French a little bit?
Parler français, un peu. But you know, my daughter her mom is from Togo and Senegal. So my daughter speaks French fluently.
Oh, okay.
Fluently. All right.
So you gotta learn.
Yeah, I gotta learn.
Are you familiar a little bit with the French African scene?
The singers?
Yeah, the singers here.
Of course, like Fali and them.
Oh, well, yeah.
Come on, man.
I want to talk to you about
Of course, man. I know them, man. For sure, man. Fali's my brother. Fali was actually meant to be on my album, but then I think me and him were planning something bigger. So I was like, you know what? Maybe we wait and maybe we do like something crazy together, like Davido and Fali type, like album type stuff.
Oh, it would be great,
tour
man.
Or something.
It would be great.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking of like the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to
A
Fali.
collab together on an album would be amazing,
Shout out
man.
to my RIP to him, but he was my brother, Arafat.
I would like to tell you about
Arafat was
Arafat.
man, bro.
Yeah,
Like-
that's your first French collab, right?
Yes, that was my first French collab. That was like, bro, that was my brother. Like, he used to fly to America. We'd be together in New York. I used to go to Ivory Coast. Like, Yoruba. Like, that was my man. Like, his passing really, like, got to me. I went for his funeral. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
You just talked about one of my countries, which is Benin.
Wow.
Will you be at We Love Ya?
I did We Love Ya last. I think I'm going to do this year. But I did 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Lionel, that's family. And it's right next to Lagos. And it's beautiful. They just built like a crazy hotel now.
Yeah, Sofitel.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So if we want to travel for the first time to Lagos, Nigeria in general, where should we go together?
Because we want
First
to
of all,
go.
you come to my house.
Oh, that's great.
All right. He said it. He said it.
I mean, there's so many things to do in Lagos, man. Like, we have amazing nightlife.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like we have the best nightlife in the world, if you ask me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are crazy parties everywhere, but definitely we have good restaurants. You know what I'm saying? Get some good food. I'll take you guys out to, get some good food. You definitely have to hit the private beaches. You know, we have like Cocoa Beach, Ilache. There's a couple new ones that are opening as well. Everything is there, man. Lagos, man. Everything.
How is your life there?
Too crazy, bro. Trust me, I can't even do anything. Like, I live in Atlanta, like with my family, my kids, my wife.
Really? Okay.
So that's where really I get downtime to just, because I've been doing this for so long, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, all that fast, it gets tiring. Like,
Yeah, I understand.
like one of my houses, when I go there, outside is like hundreds of people. So it's like,
100. Oh, wow.
you can't do anything. Like, I don't want my kids to grow up in that environment, you know, so.
Yeah. So now Atlanta is way calmer, right?
Yeah, Atlanta's way calm.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would like to go back to Atlanta. It was great there, right? When we went there.
Oh, you went?
Yeah, we went
a
there
couple
like
times,
for 2 or 3 years ago. Like, it was like 2 or 3 years ago. And what was funny, we met people from there, and the first thing that they're telling us is like, oh, you should come with us to this African party. They will call it African party. Okay, and as example, they told us about your music. Oh, we're gonna play some Davido song there. And Davido was already very big in France, so for us it was like, okay, yeah, this is obvious to talk about Davido there. So we were like, okay, it was like maybe the first big city there where they were really enjoying the Afrobeat music, African music, right?
Atlanta, New York.
Yeah.
Toronto, Canada.
This is because also there is a lot of
Africans,
Nigerian,
diaspora, a lot of Africans, Francophone too, a lot.
Yes, of course. And why do you think Nigerian artists are the biggest worldwide?
Because we're like 200 million people first. It's a lot of people. If you look at our population, it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're spread.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you look at how many Nigerians live in the US alone,
the US,
I think that's the most in Africa. So it's like Well, more.
We are more
I know
there.
Nigerians are very aggressive, like in your face. You know,
Yeah.
you guys are more calm, chill. You know, what
You
I'm
are
saying?
go-getters. That's the main
Nigerians
difference.
are, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere you go, you
Yeah.
see a Nigerian, you know this man is a Nigerian man.
He's
He's a
there to
problem
go
man.
get it.
So
Teach us some Yoruba shit.
that was, you already taught us some already. But let me see, if you want to ask like, oh, how you doing? You say like, Bawoni.
Baoni?
Yeah, it's like, how are you doing?
Baoni.
Then if you say like, after you say Bawoni, you want to say, I'm good, like I'm fine. And say,
Yeah.
I'm more akpa. And
Akpa.
you say, yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, and also what is crazy about the music is like I feel like since like 2016, as we were saying,
Yeah.
the music keep going bigger and bigger and
Yeah.
bigger. Now you have also the Afro Nation
Yeah, the
festival.
festival.
You're gonna be there, right?
Yes,
no,
yes.
Yeah, I feel like this is like. I feel like there is so much more things to reach for African music. You don't feel?
Of course, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, even like after we done, you know what I'm saying? There's so much more heights, you know what I'm saying? People, every day a new festival is popping up. There's
Yeah.
another one called Afro Future. I'm doing that
Yes.
one too
Yep.
in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? We have the Amapiano scene blowing
Yeah.
up, DJs doing crazy parties
Yeah.
in New York, LA. Like, so the whole culture is coming together. Like, the biggest restaurant in Times Square, New York, is a Nigerian restaurant.
Really?
Yes, they're like the most popular.
beautiful, man.
Yeah,
I'm so
you know what I'm
happy for
saying.
that.
In both same thing in DC, same thing in Atlanta. I was just when I came for Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah.
half of the models is like African.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? So
Here we are
everything,
dominating.
the culture is coming together, man.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And also the Amapiano music, right?
Yeah.
It starts getting bigger and bigger. And
Huge,
I
huge.
feel like you are one of the first artists to really embrace Amapiano as a
As
Nigerian,
a Nigerian,
artist.
yes,
Is
definitely.
unavailable.
I've been South Africa was one of the first countries outside Nigeria to really, really embrace my music. You know what I'm saying? I started collaborating with South Africans very, very early in my career. Mafiki Zolo, Uhuru, Kalawa Jasmine, Uhuru, DJ Box, Maforisa from Time, Nasty C. Man, the list goes on. RIP to Ricky Rick.
Yeah.
Casper, bro, I can keep going.
Yeah.
You know, I've been working with South Africans for a long time. So, and I always love going to South Africa. Like, I always used to go shoot. Most of my videos, early in my career,
I shoot
I
there
shot
in South Africa.
a lot of my videos in South Africa. So, I've always been going there, tapping in with the artists, tapping in with the sounds. They're actually my friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'll say like 6-7 years ago, I went to South Africa, and I'm in the club, and I'm like, so I'm hearing it, I'm like, and it's just the beat playing for like 2 minutes. I'm like, where's the song? They're like, yo, this is the new sound. It's on my piano. I'm like, yo, this is different.
It's different, right?
And then like a year goes by, boom. You know what I'm saying?
Exploded.
It's huge. But like, because I already had the relationships with the producers, so like they were sending me music, like, yo, come get on this. And that's how when I got on the first one, and then
Yeah, and available. And what is the story around the song Unavailable? Because I feel like this is the song that puts you again like in the top discussion.
Yeah.
right?
So like for like 2-3 years, I was quiet, figuring
Yeah.
stuff out with the label, family stuff, and then like we recorded the Timeless album. But like some artists in your career, I've had countless of hits. Yeah. So I know.
We know that because we went to wedding, and when you go to a wedding in France,
must hear
you're
Davido.
gonna play some Davido
Yeah.
song. So yeah,
So as an artist, I've been doing this for a long time. So when you record something, there's that when you hear it and you know that.
yeah.
So I knew when I record Unavailable,
you was like,
I
know,
said,
I
bang.
got it.
I said, bang. I said, bang. I knew it.
And the dance, where does it come from?
So funny enough,
TikTok.
no, that's not how the dance came. So I go to, mind you, the song is not out. The album's coming out. This is like 2 years ago, April.
yeah,
We go to South Africa to shoot the video for Unavailable. So this time there's no dance. I'm just going to shoot the video because the artist Musa Keys is in
Yeah.
South Africa, and it's a piano song. So
music, yeah.
let's shoot in South Africa. So like a day before the video shoot, I'm walking to we're staying in like a resort type place, And I'm walking and I see that one of the dancers of the video, and then comes up to me like, yo, I think you see this dance that we're doing? You think I should do it? And me, I don't like to dance like that. I'm like, yo, nah, man, I'll just be swagging. Like, no. They're like, trust me, just do it. And I'm like, okay, let me see the dance. And then they show me the dance. I'm like, okay. Then the next day, then no, not the next day. Then we shoot the video, we do the dance. No, we shoot the video, then we do the dance a little bit, but the video is not out, right? So I go, when the album comes out, the video is now out, I do the dance on TikTok, and I post it, and I went to bed. When I woke up, I called the director, I said, we need to shoot more, the dance. Put the dance everywhere. In the beginning, in the middle. Because I went to bed, like, we just did it in the room, like, just joking. I just wore a black tee, me and my friends. We just did it, and I posted, and, like, I went to bed.
Start to go viral.
Just woke up. I say, yeah. And then, dropped the video. Shit went crazy, man.
Yeah, it was crazy because I was like, I didn't know like you can do any dance because I feel like this is the first time you do like a choreography, like something.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
Skeleton is choreography.
Yeah, of course, yeah. You're right. And the scene globally, you told that in your Breakfast Club interview about the big three. Now it's not really a big three. There is way more artists. How do you feel globally about the scene in Nigeria? The new artists, the Omale.
Nigeria right now is like the big 20, man.
For real.
There's a lot of huge artists and even some coming up. But yeah, I just feel like I said, Nigerians were very, very go-getters. That's what I said. There's so much talent in Nigeria. And they just like, even in Nigeria, you just go around, you see so many people having music camps and just artists everywhere. Every week there's a new artist popping up. Every other week, there's a new hit song from Lagos, Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like we just have that juice, man.
Yeah. Not too long ago, Buju Banton went on Drink Champs to talk about the connection between Jamaica and Nigeria. And he says some about the Afrobeat music. I just want to know what you think about it. He say that Afrobeat need to speak more about like political issue and social issue. What you think about is like, what he said?
I mean, to each his own. We do have, don't get me wrong, like maybe he's just listening to the wrong people. We do have artists in Nigeria that do speak about this. You know what I'm saying? We have Idris Abu Karim that has been abusing the government for how many years? Fela did that all his career. You know what I'm saying? We do have people that speak about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm very vocal. I might not sing it, put it in my music, but I'm very vocal about, you know what I'm saying? In the past, I've been very, very vocal. When we had the NSAS, I was there. I was very vocal about, just political stuff in general. I come from a political family. My uncle's a governor. So we do what we can. Like, I have a whole foundation. I give out, 300 million naira every year to motherless babies' homes. So, like, me, I do what we can. As citizens of the country, you know what I'm saying? I give a helping hand. I don't know how many school fees I'm paying. I don't know how many rents I'm paying. My father's university, 60% of the students, 70% of students are tuition free. You know what I'm saying? So we doing our part, you know what I'm saying? But musically, man, Africans just want to dance, man. That's the honest truth, man. I'm sorry, Mr. Buju Banton.
We just want to dance,
if you want to go number one on the chart, they don't want to hear about the government. I'm sorry.
We want to
if you want to talk about the government, you can be vocal about that. You can use your social media platforms. It's good to sing about it too, because music is also a weapon.
Way to express yourself.
A weapon, but man, Nigerians want to dance.
Yeah. And you talk about love, right? Love, that's your main subject, right?
Love.
Yeah, because we were talking about lanes in this Breakfast Club interview, and I was like, oh, why did he not say love things? Because you really like, to me, like, you almost like an R&B singer, like, because the love is really the main thing. Yeah,
man, I grew up on love, man. You can tell when somebody grew up with love, like, you can tell when they grew up. So, something I love singing about, like happiness and just, my music brings joy. Like, that's what I feel like I'm here to do, bring joy, entertain, just make people happy. You know what I'm saying? In midst of whatever is going on. So yeah.
You even did the thing for your wife.
Yes, for sure, man. Before she was my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just my girlfriend.
And
2018, Assurance.
Oh.
Huge record, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that was a banger.
Bang it. It's big in Caribbean.
Yeah.
Huge song in the Caribbean.
What is really amazing me is like your dad was already rich, but
Yeah.
you still wanted to be an artist, and you succeed in it. Where did you found this hunger to really go and get it like that?
Man, like for example, like that, just like I told you about me following my cousin to the studio.
Yeah.
Just that thing it just drew me closer. The music, I just became very obsessed with music, crazy about it. Like I wasn't thinking about anything else. Like I don't care how much billions of that my dad had. I was living in a house of like, I grew up in a 20-room bedroom, a 16 to 20 bedroom house. You know what I'm saying? Like cars, everything. Like it's always been there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've been going on vacation every year. You know what I'm saying? My mom used to have all the Birkins, all the Chanel bags. I've seen all that since I was a kid, but I just wanted to do music. That's what God called me for. You feel me? So there was nothing stopping me to do the music. I don't care how rich or how successful anybody was. Like that's what I wanted to do. Yeah. I ran away. I left home for like almost a year without no money, nothing.
Okay, when you started?
Yeah, because they wanted me to go up to school. I said,
yeah.
So I was like, bro, I was living in my guy's house. He had like a 1-bedroom apartment, and my guy's asking me like, why you stay here? Like, why you here suffering with us? Like, I'll switch with you right now. Like, boy, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, bro, I want to do music. This is what I want to do.
But who made you want to do music? Like, what was your influence? Like when you...
I told you, my cousin that took me.
Apart
from that,
Yeah, artist 50.
You say 50,
nah,
but
50 more of like lifestyle.
A lifestyle,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
right.
But like
Musically speaking.
musically, I want to do music myself, man. I liked a lot of. Don't get me wrong, I was a big fan of a lot of musicians. Usher, 50 Cent. In Nigeria, D'banj, Don Jazzy. I was huge fans of them. But me myself, I wanted to do music.
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
And in the Nigerian scene right now, who is your favorite new artist?
I just signed a new artist, Boy Chase. He's
Oh,
crazy,
right. Okay.
going crazy. I like this new cat called Sade.
Okay. In the US, I will ask the same thing.
In the US, new or like
Even, you know
Chris
what, the
Brown,
US...
Drake, Kendrick, everybody, man. Future, Bossman, D-Lo, Glorilla. I like Glorilla, man. I went to a
Glorilla.
show. She hard. Who else? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's talk about your producer side.
Yeah.
I mean, you say you just signed signed a new artist. How it is to be like a producer and own like a label.
Yeah. You know, funny enough, that's actually like how I really wanted to wanted to start with was producing. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of figured out like, man, my dad's not gonna let me be an artist, so let me just be behind the scenes and like be a producer, have a label. Cause I wanted to do music, whichever way. You know what I'm saying? Just being in that setting, being in the studio, that feeling was just so spiritual to me. You feel me? So my producer side, my producer side has helped me a lot, even when I became an artist, because I know sounds, I know how to make music. Like some artists can just be artists.
Yeah, you're
Image,
right.
you come, they write for you, you sing, it's a video shoot, show, you make the money, you know what I'm saying? And the producer does all the work. So I already have that background of being a producer, an engineer, songwriter.
Yeah.
I was mixing and mastering my own songs at 14.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? I learned off YouTube. You know
On
what I'm
YouTube,
saying?
you learn everything
YouTube,
there.
Everything's on YouTube.
That's
You know what I'm saying? So, so from there, I feel like my producer side has really, really helped me with me being an artist and, you know, having a label, developing artists as well. And just even picking music. I'm very good at that. Like, if you're an artist, if you bring 20 songs for me and you tell me pick the best 5, I'll pick the best 5.
This is how you found out about Amapiano and you do like...
Yeah, I have a good ear for music.
Yes.
So you're the only artist in your family, I mean singer.
Yes. Like in my immediate family,
Yeah.
yes, but I have cousins that sing and stuff like that.
Okay.
But like my brothers and sisters, me.
When your father has been convinced that you're
What? He's my what? My dad's my biggest fan.
Really?
But
I'm
since
lit.
When you had the first hit?
Switch like when, like 2012.
Oh, so pretty early.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2012, 2013. Yeah.
Yeah. In one interview, you said that you are like maybe the biggest, most criticized artist in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Where do you think those criticized come from?
I mean, I'm on fire, man. You know what I'm saying? And I've been on fire for a while, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's been a long
like,
time. Yeah.
I feel like in the beginning, they didn't really think that I'd really, you know what I'm saying? The stigma of like a rich kid doing music, it doesn't really end up crazy like how it's ended up for me. You know what I'm saying? And people didn't know my father was rich till I was already, it was too late. I had already done 3 songs that's big already, and then they found out.
They found out about it.
That my dad had money. I'm serious. I
Really?
used to go to studios and I'll just be there like, and they just be talking about like how they want to go to America, how they want all this, and I'm looking there like, if only they knew like I go to America every 2 months. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just wanted to do music. I didn't care if I had to become homeless. Like, at that point, that's what I wanted to do. So,
All right, it's pretty
nothing
good.
was stopping me, man.
Yeah.
So, like, over time, like, so yeah, the first one was like, yeah, his dad is rich. They were hating on me on that. But then I kept on banging out good music. Good music, and it just kept on working out. And it happens to everybody. Like, once you become the biggest in anything, you get criticized. You know what I'm saying? You do an election, people love you, they vote for you. You become president, they hate you. You know what I'm saying? So
Already like that.
it just, not everybody's gonna love you. You know what I'm saying? But like, to me, everybody love me because I'm making money. I'm making millions of dollars.
Hey, you're here.
All my shows are sold out. So like, who hates me? Where are they? I don't see them.
I feel like this is normal. When you're getting bigger and bigger, you're gonna have a lot of people gonna hate and gonna find out a way to hate
Of
on
course.
you. And all the biggest US artists does the same, right?
Of course,
Yeah,
like,
so-
look at what them Drake go through. Look at what them Rihanna, people,
Yeah.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they go through crazy stuff too as well.
And seeing what's happening for them in the US help you to dealing with all that?
Of course, but like me personally, I feel like I feel like everybody has their own experience. Like, it depends on what you go through. Like, some people are different. Some people can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? I can handle it. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people can't handle it. Like, I remember the first time, I think like they put like my sister on the blog. She's going crazy in the house. I was like, you see?
I can understand.
You see what I go through every day? You see what so you guys have to respect me from today because you see what I go through? Like, one time they put my father in the blog. He was going crazy. Tell them to take it down. I said,
I can't do anything.
this blog is gone. It's the internet, man. Once it touches the internet, it's gone. But
how you deal with it? Like, I'm talking about mental.
I mean, I'm human.
Mentally.
I'm human. I sometimes I get angry, of course. You know what I'm saying? But like, I've been doing this for what? We're going to 14 years, bro. So it's like, bro, it's like
at some point you're like, it's part of the job, right?
Another person that keeps going viral is your uncle.
The dancing governor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good vibes.
Good vibes, man. And he has an amazing story. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the last born of my dad's family.
All right.
And he was like, they never believed that he'll become a governor. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a real example of don't judge a book by its cover. Just because somebody likes to dance and have a good time, it doesn't mean when it's time to not work, he works. Now he's been the best governor that they ever had.
Wow.
Like,
Crazy.
yeah.
Wow.
What's your dream collaboration? I know you work with
I don't
a
have
lot
no
of...
dream collaborator. Everybody want to work with me now, man.
Yeah. And I'm waiting for this funny Pupa
That
song,
was
man.
a great answer.
Yeah, everybody want to work. But let me tell you, my dream collaboration, I already did my dream collaboration with Chris Brown, man.
Oh,
That's
wow.
my brother, so that's out the way. Definitely Drake.
Waiting on this funny Pupa.
Rihanna, me and Fali, definitely. Who else? Vibes Cartel.
Oh, yeah. It
Free
would be
World
great.
Boss. He
Oh,
just got out.
you had a show yesterday.
Crazy,
NYC,
2 nights
yeah.
at the
It would be amazing.
yeah. So yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and you already had a crazy collaboration with C.K.O. Us, in France.
Yes.
And we're gonna remember you invite.
Yes, I said you guys have to. I told you the best time to come is December. Do you guys go to your country in December?
Yeah. No, not this December, but
Okay,
yeah.
but normally you go. Yeah, it's a couple hours, 2 hours flight from Congo.
Yeah, of course. Do you know about Dombolo music a little bit?
Congo?
Beside of Fali Poupa? The Dombolo. Because here it's very big. And I think sonically
The
it will be...
Congolese, yeah, Congolese artists are the biggest here.
In France, that's the biggest. We are like the Nigerian for French-speaking country. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, you should tap in and see the sound. It would be great to like maybe incorporate it in your music.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
it would be great.
I heard that Nigeria is dangerous.
No, everywhere. The Congo dangerous. It's
dangerous
What are you talking about? Benin dangerous. Everywhere dangerous. Paris dangerous. Everywhere is dangerous.
Yeah, Paris is dangerous
You
too.
go somewhere in Atlanta, you get shot. This is dangerous.
Yeah.
The world is dangerous. It's
Yeah.
God. God is saving us every day.
No, I
But
need
like
to
even
go.
like you heard it's dangerous. That's why you got to visit. You can't keep hearing, man.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They show the bad parts. They don't show you the Bugattis. They don't show you the Ferraris. They don't show you the Rolls Royces, the private jets. You know what I'm saying? They
Actually,
don't
that's
show
the
you
part that I have from like Lagos. The luxury.
Yeah, so she needs to come.
So now she have 2 reasons to come.
There are a lot of gangs
Where?
in Nigeria.
A lot of what?
Gangs.
No,
Paris
which gang?
too.
There's gang in Congo too. And where are you from? Senegal. There's gang everywhere. man.
Everywhere, yes. Yeah.
What's your favorite Nigerian
Dish.
dish?
I like fried rice, turkey, stew, or white rice, cooked fresh fish, plantain, or I like eba and okra, seafood okra, crab,
Oh, yeah.
all that stuff.
Do you have like a great Nigerian restaurant to recommend us if you go to London? London,
London, yeah, Enish.
Enish.
You can hit that Enish up, man, anytime. And there's like 8 locations around in London.
Oh, right.
Or more, I think. Crazy.
Out here in France, we always got this debate of where in Africa got the best food. So, what you say?
To me, man, Nigeria, bro.
I knew it.
Yeah, but I like when I went to like in Congo, they have like good fish.
Yeah, good fish.
some
Yeah, that's
crazy
our
fish
specialty. Yeah.
with the plantain and the
Yeah,
pepper.
exactly.
that
It's
is
very
okay.
similar too. You're gonna find out some of our food are in Nigeria too.
Yes,
Part of
it's true.
But y'all can mess with Caribbean food.
What's up? Oh, but
Use it.
me, I like
You wanna
Caribbean
find
food. Woo! I love Caribbean. I think it's 60-40 Caribbean food to African food for me. man.
Yeah, that's
That's beautiful.
You're right.
Davido, thank you very much.
Thank
It
you,
was
thank you. We had a
beautiful
good
time.
conversation, man. Make
Yeah.
sure you guys, get the album 5.
April 18.
April 18th is
Yeah.
out. You know, I'm expecting you guys in Nigeria.
Of course,
I'm
yeah.
actually coming back. I'm coming back to Paris
Oh,
For your
for
concert.
a tour, maybe later in the year.
oh, right. Okay.
Yes, gonna
okay.
come back do the.
Tell us the date. We're gonna
course,
be there.
course.
Of course.
You have to
Gonna
get
enjoy the new album. Really great, by the way. We
Thank
didn't
you.
say that. Yes, c'était Chris Iconique, Baloo, Davido et bien sûr Diary pour C.K.O. On se retrouve très bientôt. N'oubliez pas de liker, commenter, de partager un maximum. Cheers.
You gotta say, t'es branché sur C.K.O.
What?
No, okay. You gotta say,
Non, c'est bien, t'es branché.
t'es branché
T'es branché?
sur
T'es branché sur?
un C.K.O. That's the name of the show. T'es branché sur C.K.O.
T'es branché sur?
C.K.O.
C.K.O.
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's beautiful, man.